And welcome back. Still no cameras, but for this last part of this last episode of the year, let's get back into it. I had forgotten to put on music. Do you guys want some music?
Hey.
Yeah, let's do it.
There we go.
I mean, do you want to try to put the cameras back on? Because my connection seems way better than it was before.
Yeah,
or
we're in the
don't you wanna
battle.
try it?
Once we finish the fight here, we'll see about rejoining.
Let's not put sig to the challenge.
No worries. So, top of the round, Heinrich. The beast is certainly wounded. It's taken a few strikes, but still seem to be presently focused on Vroon. Kumari has fled up north and is pretty much out of, especially since she's now all of a sudden with a burst of speed, as the same shimmer that you see around Vroon is now covering her. And poor Orvex is hanging on for dear life at at her rigging to try and keep up.
Actually, it is indeed just if I'm sitting on top of her.
I retract everything I just said.
As the wise words of Gale said, let's get the fuck out of here. 20, 30, and I'll dash even.
Yeah, so that's your. If it's 30 feet, that's your dash.
Ah, okay.
You are still knee deep in water.
Okay, then it's just as good as I can. I dash.
Right. Kumari is running for cover. I'm not going to have. She's pretty much out of combat with Orvex.
Yeah.
The crocodiles are going to try and move backwards, but this one is going to keep them basically there. So a couple of quick snaps, and there's a row that starts between the siblings. And so they are not going to move. Vroon.
Good.
It is your turn.
I am going to hold my action, and I'm going to move as soon as everyone else has moved out of the way.
So your action is to move?
Yeah, my action will be to move once everyone else does.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. So I think that mechanically that means that you're holding a dash.
Yes, I suppose.
Because that's the... So, which is weird, because you can move, hold a dash to move even further.
Yeah, the thing is that I could use my haste to use another dash action, so I'm not sure how that...
Yeah.
I mean, you can already move back. You take the movement you can.
Like I will move quite fast and not like a lot faster than our mage and
yes,
dinosaur paladin do so.
Yeah.
As long as I make my concentration checks, if I do get hit, of course.
Right. Yeah. It does have a speed of 50 feet, but you have a speed in difficult terrain. You have technically, if you use all your action to dash, you have what, 75?
60 still, yeah. It's I have a movement speed of 40, so
40. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's
normally
20. That's 60.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you might be you are actually able to outrun a giant crocodile.
as long as it
so what do you do?
doesn't hit me so I hold my action. Like I want to keep because if I start running at full speed, then I'll leave the mage and the paladin behind. So.
Okay, do you want to move back? as Gale is still going to be acting before you.
Oh
Before
yeah,
the
I guess.
crocodile.
Oh yeah, that's true. I could move. I could use my regular movement first
Yes.
to here, and then use my dash for if it gets close.
Okay. No, let's do that then.
Alright.
Right. Gale, your turn.
Oh wait, attack of opportunity, I guess.
No, you do not, because it has not gotten its turn back after having tried to hit Laryl.
Oh, perfect.
So everything's alright? It's my turn?
Yep, it's your turn.
Okay, so now's the point where I am going to bet. I am going to lose my concentration on this one and cast my last Dominate Beast on the Mama, or yeah, I guess it's the Mama.
Okay.
So that's Tide's Will entirely used up, so that is still a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
That's a 19.
Fuck.
Sorsha, do you have anything to do that can do for saving throws or stuff like that? No, you is just a hit, right?
No, yes. Yes. Can do that.
No, I think your cutting words is only with regards to attacks. It's not, or is it to saving throws as well?
Let me check. There's always that.
Anyone has got a Wither and Bloom or any?
Does anyone have, I don't know, what's it called?
Chrono Shift?
No, I'm out.
Shit.
It's
Heinrich
attack
is too
roll,
far away.
advantage
And
save
I'm too
of
far
damage,
also.
but not.
Not saving throws. Okay.
Not
Yeah, unfortunately, and you don't have, what's it called? Silvery barbs.
no.
Okay.
I know what.
So no, that is a save against Tide's Will, as you realize that this creature has been maybe infused in some of the magic surrounding Omu, and its will is stronger than your trident.
Shoot. That is going to be. Okay, Gil is going to back up and say, I've got one last option, but it's not gonna be discreet. Get the hell out of here, guys.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's going to be the giant crocodile's turn now, as it.
Oh yeah, right. So I'm not gonna back up because I want to keep. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
keep the line with Dragonbait.
Dragon Bait. Okay. It's going to move in. It is going again. It's going to make 2 attacks. One on Gale, one on Dragon Bait. Gale, you're going to get the the bite, and Dragon Bait is going to take the tail. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 17 damage, and you are
Okay.
grappled.
Wait a minute. Because it is going to.
Technically, Sorsha, if you want to use your reaction now for cutting words, you may.
Yeah.
Gonna use it for something else, but I guess I could use it now.
As you wish.
Yeah. I mean, it was the point was to help. So
So instead of a 21, that is a much less. So.
I can even cut its attack.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It goes down to a 14 instead.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. How much was it? 17?
Yeah, so 17. So it's 17 that you did not take.
Yeah.
And-
okay.
And
well,
the tail for the brokers are not here anymore. The tail attack on Dragon Bait That's an 11, as Dragonbait basically pins the with the flat of the blade, he basically pins it to the wall, shoves it to the wall. You can actually see that with the tail strength is strong enough to actually break some of the stone rune as you get peppered with sort of shattered mortar and stone.
Actually, I almost should have told you to, let it just bite me, because I could have pushed it 10 feet back. No problem. It's good. No damage is also good.
Okay, Sorsha, you're up. Sorsha?
Kind of, yeah. I'm kind of, because it seemed that we were fleeing, and now it seems that we are not fleeing.
No,
I'm
it's still free.
conflicted. I think Sorsha is gonna cast the spell just in case. I'm gonna hex it.
Okay. So it is hexed. What does the hex do?
The hex is 1d6 damage per turn.
Okay.
Only if you hit it.
Okay. I have to hit it.
Yeah, hex in itself doesn't do any damage unless it adds damage if you hit it with
When
something
you
else.
hit it,
Yeah.
with a spell or with a melee attack.
Yeah, but the point is not the damage. It's
Mhm.
Disadvantage on a saving throw.
yes.
And what? No,
And I
it's
choose wisdom.
it's an ability check, not a saving throw.
Oh, okay.
No, it's let me check.
Choose one ability when you cast a spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
Oh crap! I thought it was saving throws. Huh. It's
Strength
Can I
is
back
an
them?
ability. Or is...
because it was only interesting me for the saving throws.
Well, technically, if for example, if there was a grapple check, that is an ability check, for example. So
Yes.
Yeah. Let's go with it.
you want to take? I mean, it's the first time you use it, so we can cancel that. You can take it back should you wish.
An attack is an ability check, right?
No.
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 But if he does a grapple check against anyone, if you choose strength, then it would apply.
Yeah, basically, if it decides to, had it bitten Gale, for example, it would have grappled her, and in the consequence check for Gale to get out, she would have had, technically, well, no, because, no, forget it. No, I don't think that. I think for what you want to do, the spell now is not useful. Apologies to those listening. Discovering warlock powers is difficult.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go with it and see what will come of it. And then I'll run.
Okay, so you still throw the hex.
Yeah.
Hex strength. Okay. And you're gonna run. Okay. Is hex a bonus action?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you can do your full 30 by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. Perfect. And I believe Laryl will most likely follow you.
First level will do his laser thing.
Okay.
There's crossray and there's, I believe, a dazing. If I remember.
Okay.
correctly.
Frost is.
Um.
Just give me.
Frost is dexterity and dazing is wisdom.
She's rolling well.
Dexterity. Yes, it's above a 12, so yes.
Yeah, this thing is. She has not missed a save yet.
No.
Yep.
Ah.
That's why I wanted to.
Yeah, I understand that fully. Artis and Dragonbait, as you've been telling them, run, run, run. Dragonbait is gonna try one final snoot and try to basically, but you see that he turns his blade to the flat of the blade, and he's gonna make 2 attacks. That's a 23 and that's a 15. So the 23 hits. That's another 7 slashing. And I believe. No, not yet. Okay. It's just as he just sort of bashes it. It sort of recoils a bit. To which Artis is going to go in with longbow. Yeah. Okay. The first one, the arrow sinks deep into the side of it. The next one, however, is straight to the face. As it takes a total of 21 damage. It is very hurt. It is bloodied, and you can definitely feel that it is on its way. It's enough to dissuade it from pursuing the fight. Heinrich, you keep going. I'm considering you out of the fight.
Yep, I continue to dash.
Okay.
Dragonbait didn't move after his thing.
He would. No, I think he's waiting. He's trying to sort of intimidate the creature, so he's standing there making himself look big-ish. If he moves, he's going to get an attack of opportunity. Yeah, I'll have him move. And Artis as well. So they're in your aura. They get what, 5 feet?
They get 10 extra feet.
10 feet. Okay, so 40. So 20. 20, and they get and their speed is so they get another 20 basically. Okay. I'm gonna roll. Giant crocodile.
Yes, the speed is doubled if they start their turn within my aura, so it still counts for their dash.
So
it is one of those weird things.
He still takes a massive. So Dragonbait still takes a massive amount of damage as he's hit with 21 damage.
Should have been running sooner.
Crocodile. Let's see. Dragonbait strength check. Oh shit. Yeah, so I'm actually going to remove them back because Dragonbait is basically pushed down. Artis picks him up, drags him, so they don't move as fast as possible. But you do notice that as this hit goes, the crocodile is now facing its back towards you and seems to want to leave the fight. Do you let it?
I'm gonna tell you. Okay. It's seen we are bigger and more.
Yeah, it's hurt.
Than him.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's get out of here, guys.
Okay. It's not hungry enough. It's not hungry enough to. Okay. So that pretty much with that, as each camp basically separates, goes its different places, you find safety away from the and it goes away. So let's move you to the big map. So we're out of initiative order.
Alright.
And let's move you to the big map. Ooh, that was not what I was expecting as a fight, but well done. Very well done. So let's find yourselves. You are back on. So you can see.
We're here.
Well, technically you are here.
Yeah, I guess.
Kumari's.
Yeah.
Stop moving. Kumari's run for land basically, and is waiting with Orvix on her back, for the rest of you to join her. You are safe. Some of you a bit wounded. As yeah.
Dragonbait, how are you feeling?
Let's see. How much did he take? I said he took 21. He's how should I put it? There's a the smell that he emits is one of relief.
What time is it in the day?
What time? So this would be late afternoon, I'm thinking, because you had the
Encounter with
the kobolds. Yeah, I think this is late afternoon. So if the so you can start to see that the shadows coming from the shadows from the west are starting to creep along the city, but you still have some light on this end.
oh, what will we do?
Just quickly, I am just going to confirm that we have done this one.
Mhm.
Let me go get you the cube.
There's only the two on the other side.
Yeah, there's this one left and this one.
Yep.
But we have to cross the water again. So
Well, that's. Or we have to go all the way around.
but going all the way around and getting again the arrows of a bag of nails, it will not be my choice.
So crocodiles instead, then.
I mean, we have explored this one and then we've gone straight to the temple, but there are. Someone was interested in this building still?
Um, yeah, but we'll know we're getting busy soon, so we don't have much time left. I don't know.
No, it's simply because if we're waiting until tomorrow to get to the other temples, I can prepare water walk as and even cast it as a ritual, which should make it way more easier to access temples.
What if we go to this place, explore it a bit, lick our wounds, rest, and then next morning we water walk to the next location, as Gale has proposed. So at least we explore something and we can regain a bit of our energy that we expended to today. What do you guys think?
Fine with me.
You go to find yourselves at a ruin to rest.
Yes, though I think because I think at least 2 or 3 people are pretty wounded.
I'm entirely good,
I'm fine.
and I'm not far through my spells. I haven't used a lot of them. But yeah,
I can smack some people if I need to.
If everyone is fine and no healing needed, very well. Dragon bait seeps.
how deep does the water look in all those parts of the city?
It's going to be mostly the same kind of I'm thinking that the trench right here, the water flow seems to go directly sort of this way, and so if you can see
Mm-hmm.
so mostly follows the outer wall. So these would be the deeper parts of the deeper parts because more erosion and more displacement. But other than that, it's about 2 to 3. It's about 60 to a meter deep,
Okay.
60 centimeters to a meter deep. It's still going to
Because
be difficult terrain for anybody.
yeah, technically it should be deep enough for the canoes.
It is.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
You
And
want to
we've just
paddle across?
yeah, that was my idea. We launch, we paddle across towards the temple, try to do this one tonight, before the night. But that's gonna bring us very close to what's probably Recency's palace.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just so that you know, because I asked, this way right here is clear. There's a matter of perspective with the cliff, but
Yeah,
there
I
Yeah.
is a
figured.
way to go on between
Mhm.
the cliff and the palace walls. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I am fine with using the canoes, but Dragon bait seems like he needs some help.
Dragon bait indicates that. Oops. There's a feeling of nonchalantness. Let's put it that way. He'll be fine.
Very well.
If you're sure.
I mean,
I
he's at 99 out of 120. So.
Yeah, no, I know, but uh all right, and if you're sure, I'll open up the
With hole.
hole and get the canoes out with a little help.
Okay.
I will dismiss Kumari because
Yeah.
she can't be on the
I'm
canoe.
not. Yeah, no, Kumari's not getting
Well,
in.
Kumari could follow along, but
Yeah,
just
but that slows us
that
down.
and it will attract attention anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. You get into the canoes. Yeah, Artis has seen this trick already.
Oh yeah, they know it.
So yeah, he jumps down, tries to. You realize that every time you've opened it up, there's a little bit of rainwater that sort of seeps in. So you, on occasion, you'll have to basically sort of scoop it out or run it out.
Yeah,
I have
I mean, I'm
water
water
genasi.
genasi.
um, yeah, you start to realize that some of the effects that you've let down there are getting a bit wet or a bit damp, but um, drying them off. Well, you'll have to wait for a sunny day for that, but Everything
can also
smells.
just
Everything smells like wet, anyways, and you have been for the past 2 months.
Vroon can also just snort some liquid up in his nose and then squirt it out again.
Yeah, but it's still raining. Anyways, so I am going to roll a d20. Yep. Okay. Yeah. The crocodiles are not going to bother you. And as you move through the flooded part of the city, you notice that that the this part is literally crumbling away. There are some points where you basically have to get out and push because the underneath the silt there is rubble of an old building or of an old wall.
Makes
The
sense.
um, you have almost difficulty communicating as the echo of the waterfall is sort of echoes out into this part of the valley. I do not have waterfall sound, but well, I could try heavy rain, but no, that doesn't work. Anyways, experimentation. You move your way fairly. Um, let's see. Let's go for a random encounter. Ah, right. Could somebody please make me a perception check? General perception check.
Someone in the group.
16 for me, or 22 with advantage.
Let's see, creatures. There we go. Okay, how much you say? 16?
Yeah, or if I have
Okay.
advantage, it's 22.
You do not have advantage, but it's not enough. There's a moment in this sort of in the middle of this almost dull vegetation, which are the algae, the mud.
No, I think we've lost you for just one sentence there.
Okay, I'll repeat. As you come into this part of the city that is less vibrant, as in the muddy, because of the colors of all the colors of the buildings or the vegetation has been given away to that of mud, silt, gray stone, and dull moss and fungus. You start to see darting across the rooftops these flashes of vibrant color that appear and then sort of move out of the way. These are most of them are green, I believe. Yeah, most of them are green, but you do see sparks of on occasional you'll see sparks of yellow or orange. As you look in, there's maybe a few you start to notice, and you start to realize that around you, darting in from sometimes out of the water or on the rooftops, are grung.
Oh, yeah, right, okay. Of course.
As long as they don't attack us, we don't attack them.
Yeah, no, let's not disturb them.
Let's see. They seem uninterested.
Good.
They seem to be either hunting or fishing or some along those lines. They do not seem to be particularly perturbed by your presence.
Good.
I really like this encounter reaction table that I'd set up. Okay, so as you come in, you start to see the exterior of what you understand to be the old palace walls. So a circular building which you had seen from above, and you can see that there's a gate. The wall, the doors that were most likely elaborately made out of either stone or wood have crumbled away, and the water has seeped into the north part of the palace grounds. You can there is a bit of a current that can pull you in should you wish to enter those grounds, or you can continue to the east. What do you want to do?
For now, I'm going to continue
Temple
to the east.
first.
Temple first?
Yep.
Yeah, temple first.
Okay. Let me just get the setup here. Okay, I'm actually going to go take the 2 canoes and... Okay. Um... controlled by all players and dynamic lighting vision. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna do this a bit cinematically for now, but I just want to I'll put you on to. Here we go. I'll get your tokens at a later date. You can all see here.
Yes.
You can normally see through the eyes of the rowboat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So
I mean, I still see. We also still see all the stuff in the other temple as well. But...
Yes, but that is completely normal. I am going to actually reassemble you here so that I can see you all, and you are neatly stacked up. That will be useful for the rest of the program. Oh right, Kumari is gone. There you go. So long, Kumari. Right. So, I'll put you up here for now. There we go. Okay. So let's see about this particular shrine.
I suppose it is the Grand Shrine.
Most likely.
Yeah, as you come up to basically by the back of the shrine, as you're coming in from the waterway, which apparently the designers have not thought of that. Absolutely, they have not thought of that, as the description is for the front of it. You notice that there are these green blots are actually sort of maybe almost patrolling the top of the building. And as you come forward, without any notice or warning, a volley of arrows shoots your way. Now, they land in the water about maybe 5-10 feet in front of you, so you do understand that this might be the warning.
Yep.
Yeah, I will actually. These are the ones that you can see on the top. Right. So you see one This one's sort of red-skinned grung that seems to be giving orders, and the other ones are sort of they fired off one volley or two in your general direction. The red one sort of waving wildly. They're cute.
Yeah. Have we heard them speak already? Or no?
You hear. I mean, these are croaks. And actually, who's in whose canoe? Let's put it that way.
I probably took the front canoe.
So
I thought we have a default, but I don't remember
Yeah.
what that is. It's on the default splash page.
yes, but that was back when you had the
True,
ladies, and you have not had that since.
Yeah, we have two new people. It's not that different.
Well, you had 3 before. So who's in the canoe with Gale?
Technically, we have 3 new people, but yeah.
Oh, true. That is true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need to know who. So it's Vroons and Gales, correct?
Yeah.
So who's in which? You can basically put yourselves behind in either line to choose which are.
Well, I think Sorsha was in front of Vroon because after Gale, she has the next highest perception.
Okay. Who would have taken Orvex? Oh well, I'm guessing. I mean, guess. Okay. Well, it's gonna be.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna be me.
I get it. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. So Orvex, Gale, sort of, Orvex leans forward and says, I know some grung, should we wish to communicate.
I would like to tell them that we are not here to trouble them, but we need to get into the temple, and if they want something for it, maybe we can have an arrangement. I don't want them to think that they're just gonna be able to push us away, because we're here and we're gonna get that cube.
Okay. He said, very well. What are the words that you wish me to say, to communicate? Just we come in peace?
We are ready to negotiate for the access to the temple.
He sort of tries to sort of stand up, placing his hand on your shoulder as the boat sort of wobbles underneath. A dragon bait cannot just refrain from emitting a smell, which is panic mixed with disapproval, and you hear Orvex sort of.
Is it towards me or towards the fact
it's
that
in general.
Orvex
I think it's because the boat wobbles.
Yeah. Okay.
Orvex then sort of puffs a bit out his chest and, cupping his mouth, goes. Sort of croaks and clicks come out of his mouth, which, I mean, it sounds like noises to the jungle, but something's a bit off, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And hearing that, the reaction is immediate as the creatures on the top of the sort of stop. Wonder what? Could you please, Gale? Could you make me a persuasion roll? So this is basically to see if I give Orvex advantage or disadvantage or just.
Okay.
So the difficulty is 15. If you have 15, he's not rolling his persuasion at disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, and that's not something I can give him my inspiration on.
If you want to spend your inspiration, it's basically the same thing. You just don't need to do a roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend my inspiration on that.
Okay. So he's gonna roll. Let's see, persuasion. Wow.
Nice.
So clearly, the Grung are mystified by this colorless, lanky humanoid that seems to be able to communicate in their native tongue. And there's an answer. Orvex sort of listens in and sort of grits up, turns towards you, Gale said, "Well, it seems that they are intrigued. They are eager to know what we would negotiate. We should go to the front of the building."
Let's
They
go
should.
then.
As you move to the side, I'm going to place the two boats here at the bottom. Let's put it this way, like this, along the rocks. Yeah, there you go. Boop. Boop. And there we go. So you find yourselves, and this time, yeah, you find yourself basically in water. Vroon, I believe your speed has ended. Your haste has ended. It's been a while. There you go.
Yeah, the duration is definitely done.
Okay, here we go. So this is pretty much how you guys were. Actually, no, I'm going to switch Sorsha and Heinrich around. There we go. There we go. Right. So, let me actually give you the description now. Monoliths adorned with prancing frog-like figures rise from the swamp. Beyond, a ruined edifice shaped like an arrowhead squats in the muddy water. Bushes and trees grow from its roof. At the pointed front of the building, steps ascend to a stone door caked in slime. And among the lily pads and in the muddy waters, you can see these yellow shapes, basically, of grung. Let's see, are they holding spears, I believe? No, holding short bows. It's sort of, the only thing that you can see is the top of their heads and the eyes. The rest is underwater. Except for this one that seems to be sort of standing up, and he's got his. These things are short. These are about 1 meter tall, so the water comes almost up to its shoulders. And he seems to be holding a very sort of short bow, and you can notice that all of the arrows are linked to strings, so as to be able to fish, for example, or stuff like that.
So they are shooting underwater.
Well, contrary to a gun, an arrow not shot underwater, because bows don't function underwater, but arrows are very effective to fish with. Kind of want to learn that.
As long as you can get them back.
But
yes,
not
as long.
For the bow, so.
There is an exchange between the yellow grung and Orvex. Orvex turns towards Gale and basically says, I have been told that we should prepare the tribute for the chief. Chief Yorb. You're not exact. At some point, he speaks a word in grung, but it sounds Yorb, Yorb.
How is the chief, or at least the one in charge there, adorned, or has he anything that looks more fancy than the other one?
Oh, definitely. You can see coming from the back of the building, mounted on a Hydrasaur. So, on this beautiful creature, this magnificent beast here, is a grung. Well, you know what? Here you go. He is standing on the back of this dinosaur with a feathered coif that looks almost as big as he is. He is adorned with shells, a shell necklace and pendants, and very, very, very fancy indeed. As soon as he moves forward, I'm going to put this to the back. As soon as he moves forward, all other grung basically move out of the way, and if any are above water, they disappear into water, not to be seen in the silt. There is a almost sort of adoration effect, even to the ones at the top, where you hear in the voices and the croaking, you hear Yorp, 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 Yorp. And he seems to be sort of moving forward, his making use of his height to look down upon all who surround him.
Yeah. Heinrich?
Yes.
Do you have any kind of precious stones still in your portable hole or in your inventory?
I have the fake stone of galore.
Yeah.
Or I can give you my signet ring of the Thunderstaff family.
Nope.
We have onyx gemstones. We have a lot of blue quartz. We have. Actually, no, the blue quartz we've sold already.
While we're checking for a gift, DM, can I, in the time, I'm pretty sure there's a bit of time that passes by, can I just ritually cast Comprehend Languages, please?
Yes, you may. I'll consider that you could have done that on the way around. So yes. So you would understand grung. Yes. Is that what for the next hour?
Yeah, for the next hour,
Okay.
and Orvex is doing his best, so I'll just listen and observe and
I don't.
listen to sneaky, weird
Okay.
stuff that they
I
will talk between them.
I don't think that comprehend languages allows you to speak the language, does it?
Uh,
Just understand.
literally meaning you also understand. Yeah, it's just understanding.
Understanding, because I think tongues is the one to be understood.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
So it will be I can understand but not speak.
Right. Okay. So it's a good it's a good thing that you have Orvex here to actually talk.
Yeah.
Okay. But now you can actually verify if Orvex is not stabbing you in the back.
Or at least listening into
Yeah.
what the grandpa's saying. No, I think we must have still an assortment of gold pieces, and I would say I would go for 100 gold pieces worth of gemstones.
If you're looking, I believe, if you're looking for something artsy as well, I believe that I had given you. You had found a Huanti bow, that a beautiful
Yeah,
large bow. Is that's
yeah.
part of your treasures as well. Not
Yeah,
suggesting that you give it away, but I'm saying that
the
is also
Huanti
part.
longbow, yeah, is in the portable hole. So I can also give. That's gonna be that's starting to get a very expensive gift, but I also could give one of the Jakuli skins.
Nah.
Yeah, no.
Okay, but the Huanti bow is in the portable hole,
Okay.
so I'll need
You'll need a
something
flat
dry to
surface, and
open it.
yeah, you'll need a flat and a flat and solid place to put it.
Yeah. Um, but I think Heinrich should have jewelry in his bag of holding.
No. I checked my bag of holding and I do not have.
Where is it then?
We
Because
have some onyx gemstones. We have some adamantine inknets.
yeah,
Let me see. Yeah, no. It's from Healer Kit, Mess Kit, Potion of Healings, Bug
You
Repellent,
guys
Lantern.
remember, you guys have actually 2 bags of holding.
Yes.
You have 2 bags of holding in a portable hole.
yeah.
Jesus.
I'll just grab for one of my necklaces and detach one of the gem, pretty green gem.
I would say if you do that, I mean, if you don't mind, then let's give the whole necklace because
No,
that's gonna be more impressive gesture. But
no, because the thing with the necklaces is actually when I came to before I went here, I exchanged all my gold for jewelry and stones, and the GM agreed that I could choose one to
Yes.
detach
oh
gemstone.
yeah, okay, yeah,
So
I mean,
the whole necklace, no.
yeah, no, okay, no
we,
problem.
we,
I didn't know it was
Okay,
that
yeah.
kind of
So
thing.
basically, you have gems on.
we have at least 6 onyx gemstones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If nothing else, then at least that.
yeah.
Make me an ins. Okay, so as you basically, what do you offer? What do you offer? As in, so yeah, a pretty green stone. But tell me the value. Tell me the size. Tell me something. Tell me something about what you're offering here.
Um, I think I would pick it for the green shade and the ornaments. Something with leaves, something cute. And the value would be around 100 gold pieces.
Okay, so I saw a gem of a significant.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. Let's see how. You come and present it.
No, I give it to Gale.
Okay, you give it to Gale. Okay.
What do I know of Grung Protocol and other
Do we know anything at
infernal?
all?
Do you know anything at all? I would say make me a nature check with advantage because you do have Orvex with you.
Yeah. I mean, that's an 18.
That's an 18. It's a good thing it's not a 5. Basically,
Yeah.
you start saying, I think I know of Grung, and Orvex goes, no, 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 no. That is not at all what it is. Let me pull up the wiki on Grung. So the Grung are, from what you know, they are usually tree-dwelling amphibians. He explains that they do have a caste system, as in, according to when they're born, basically, they are, at some point, they turn into different colors, and the greens are the bottom of the so the normal laborers. Others are sort of rather, green gungs are the tribe's warriors, hunters, and laborers. Blue work as artisans and other domestic roles. You do not see any blue grung present.
Okay.
The purple grungs that are administrators and commanders. The red grungs are supposedly scholars and magic users. And the yellow grung. Yeah, so the higher castes include orange grung, which are elite warriors, and the gold grung. So Yorb being golden, they are basically the elite, the sovereign. So they're very easy to spot. And once that is done, there is nothing. There's nothing to be, according to what he knows, there is nothing to be changed about. You can't change class, basically, system.
Yeah. Okay.
Though there are rumors that might be possible, but he doesn't know much more about that. They do have it. They are a cruel and slave. They are slavers.
Yeah. Okay.
And their skin is highly toxic.
Yeah.
Highly, highly toxic. So this is, you're starting to Orvex, as he mentions the word slavery, says, "Oh, that might be why they're interested in me." Oh dear.
Don't worry. One hand on his shoulder. I won't let that happen. And I am going to I'll shape water to give an opening effect just in front of me while I
Okay.
walk. So the water is not going to completely part, it's not going to dry up, but it's just to make it easier for me to walk. So
Okay.
and to have a little impressive effect when I walk up to the chief, and he's still on the back of his dino, right?
Yes, very much so. The dino that has been now turned to, has his head has dipped it down and to maybe graze on some of the water flora. Yorb at some point sort of taps on the back. The creature's the creature sort of his head turns up, and Yorb with a long stick that he has sort of taps it again, this time on the side of the neck, and there is a hoot, a very loud hoot, coming out from the dino as it, not in pain, it's just it's been trained to do so. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is supposed to
It's the make noise
make
signal.
noise, and again, all of the coming from all over the place, including the buildings around you. You hear yarp, 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 yarp.
I'll ask.
As you notice, about a dozen, maybe two of these green shapes. There would be a mixture of green and purple heads, basically poking out of different windows and rooftops from the buildings around you.
Mhm.
None on the side of the palace, I will say.
Yeah. No shit. I'll ask Ogrex to translate. Basically a flourish that says, "Great Chief Yorg, we ask access to this shrine in token of our respect. Please take this magnificent gem that has been carved from a great emerald." I'm going to flourish a bit,
Okay.
even if I'm not a bard, and I'll use shape water again. How high is his beast?
His beast is, I mean, it's big size, so I think he'd be maybe about uh I would think that he's standing he's standing at a level that is just above your head.
Okay, yeah, so that's all right. Because I am going to use shape water to make it into a bowl into which I'm going to depose the emerald, well, the green gem, and then I am going to cause the flow of water underneath it to bring it up towards the sheaf.
Okay. So you're creating a bowl of ice in which you're placing the gem,
Yeah,
and then you're pushing it towards him and lifting it up towards him. Okay.
yeah.
Um Make me a performance check, and I will give you advantage.
That's when you need the bard.
Okay,
With advantage.
17. 17, not bad. Um, Heinrich. So
Yes.
Orvex is pretty Orvex is pretty spot on with regards to the translation. If only the only difference is he mentions the fact that when he mentions Gale, as in so he mentions my mistress, my owner, basically. And all of you can see that he's taken this just this attitude where he's right behind her, sort of just to her back. He waits for her to completely speak, and then starts speaking. He's very much trying to make sure that they know that he's not for sale. Well, that he's not a free man. Let's put it that way. And I am going to give him advantage on the persuasion. Well, no, technically I'm not going to give him advantage because it is while that's a 14. Okay. The Grung chieftain sort of looks at so picks up the bowl. There's a moment where he's surprised by the coolness of the ice, as in, you don't see a lot of free ice roaming around in Omu. Um, there's a oh, Gale,
Mm-hmm.
make me an Arcana check just to see how clear the ice is. Eh, okay. Were you trying to make it completely solid, or do you want it to make it completely clear?
I was going for the most impressive, so rather
Yeah, but you don't know what would impress a grung, so.
Yeah, right. Out of habit, I would say I would go for the most transparent that I can.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a bit of air still cracked in. It's the water wasn't the cleanest. Let's
Yeah,
put it that way. So, but he's still sort of impressed. There's a reply from Yorb as he picks up the bowl, takes the gem, looks at it. There's he turns towards you, and says, there's a mixture of words, and then you hear the word nang nang. Heinrich, you understand this, and Orvix translates to. Basically says, "Have you come to pray to Nang Nang?"
I just listen.
yeah,
But Gale, this would have been translated to you by Orvix.
yeah. I'm. How would I react to that?
Nang Nang is definitely the thing that we.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. I know. We have come to see the temple, honor Nang Nang, and we are looking for something that someone hid.
receive his blessing.
And yeah, receive his blessing is a good suggestion.
Okay.
And receive his blessing.
You see Orvix sort of coughs a bit as a. I don't know that word. I will have to. Right. Yes. And basically, sort of. He goes in and says, "Yeah, that basically we have come to." It's a word of. It's basically to. He says we've come to grovel before Nang Nang and receive yes from him.
Yeah, okay, so it's difficult translation. Yeah.
This is Heinrich. You hear this? The Yorb says, and shows up the gem. One, come. And Orvex says, apparently the offering is payment for one to enter.
Oh God.
The problem is, will the person going in will need your traductions?
I think. Wait.
Just
I've
out
got
of
a pretty high insight. Did I see and did I get what Orvix was trying to do by being behind me a bit?
Yeah, he was. Well, he told you that the grung are slavers.
Yeah.
And he got scared that by the idea that the reason why the fact that he speaks grung
Yeah, of course. No, it's
Could make
just
him a valuable slave.
yeah. Well, it's because I am thinking if I get in, if we have established that he is my slave, that means that I could negotiate that he comes with me because he is mine. So
Sure.
technically,
Okay. Um.
because we know that we're gonna need Orvex.
Okay. Make me. Um. Yeah. Make me a persuasion roll. As this is going through Orvex and straight roll. Hmm.
And I'll add. So if I see that the grung is a bit shifty or uncomfortable and so on.
No, he's not uncomfortable. Here's the
Or
thing:
he.
is that I think he understands the payment is for you, and the idea is he knows you need the translator, and so he's basically saying, no, you pay for him too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Orvex turns and says, I believe this is a shakedown. He knows that you need me inside.
Yes,
That you will
I
not go in
understand.
alone.
I understand. Tell him I have something else, but will need to be inside because I need some dry place to get it out. To get the gift.
Um. Okay. Okay. Let's see how greedy is this guy. Okay, interesting. I'll just do. That's an interesting. It's unconventional, but I'll still make it a. Yeah, no. As soon as he mentions that there's another gift, the chieftain is very, very interested and wishes to see it now. Sorry, I know it's difficult, but the rolls are just.
Yeah, no. It's.
Um, let me try something. Heinrich, you hear Orvix basically start speaking and mentions that he wishes that the gift will be presented, but should be presented and blessed by Nang Nang. He goes on as to how that that you have traveled far to witness Nang Nang's glory, that and his victory over his rivals, to know the story of the gods, the gods of Omu, and there's there's a bit of and the idea is that they wished to present this gift to the chosen of Nang Nang in front of Nang Nang, so that both all will be blessed. And this sort of resonates with the and you can kind of hear in the croaking, nong 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 nong. And the chief sort of looks around. Again, taps his dinosaur on the neck, the dinosaur that had to return to grazing. There's a long hoot coming out from the tongue, and he basically hops down from the dinosaur, and basically walks up the steps and goes through these two doors that are sort of halfway open, just sort of squeezes him through. The dinosaur sort of moves aside as the other grung. You can see 4 figures of grung, of these orange grung, yellow grung, sorry, sort of go up the stairs.
Okay, I look at my companions. We could negotiate for more of us to enter if you wanted, but it's gonna cost us apparently.
Or I can make someone invisible and at least have someone with you.
Yeah, but they're gonna see it if someone disappears right now. They're gonna notice. I had thought about having Sorsha inside her ring now that she can do that eventually, but that's gonna be an issue too.
You could have given the ring, and then Sorsha 8 hours later runs away. Hmm?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to abandon Sorsha in the middle of a grung.
Oh, we can't.
I'll just polymorph into a giant ape.
Oh, don't worry.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is.
giant shark or whatever.
Well, the shark is not. It's not really shallow enough. It's a bit too shallow for a shark, but.
Yeah, or giant snake if you prefer.
You've just seen a giant crocodile.
Yeah, that also.
If you manage to at one point or another, if you manage to disappear or distract them, yeah, come in. And otherwise, send messages. And I'll go forth into the temple.
Okay. As you come in, right. So, I just want to verify one thing. You come here. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, as you step in, Orvix is actually with you. As you step in, torches shed light over rooms filled with treasure. Chests heaped with coins, polished amphora, strings of pearls, and ornate pieces of armor. Set into the floor in front of another double door is a mosaic depicting a frog-like humanoid beating a leopard that has snakes emerging from its shoulders. Cuneiform inscriptions are woven across, above and below the combatants. The one above the mosaic reads, "Nang Nang teaches to serve only ourselves." And the inscription below tells how Nang Nang stole a spear belonging to Shangami, a Kamadan. Now, here's the thing. You actually now, as Orvex steps in, Yorb starts speaking, almost in sort of reverence. And there's a moment where Orvex listens, and you almost have to, Gale, you almost have to sort of nudge him for him to sort of come out of his
Yeah, trance.
it's not a trance. It's more of he's almost sort of piqued interest.
Yeah.
And so I will read you as soon as I find it the legend of these where is it? I'm looking through it, through the whole thing. Right, okay, here we go. So, I'll put this in Discord at some point. So, long ago, the god Uptau hardened his heart and vowed to weep for the people of Omu no longer. The rain stopped. The jungle withered and died, and deaths swept through Omu. One morning, a wise Zorbo emerged from her hollow tree and spoke to the dying Omuans. To convince Uptau of their worth, she decided to cook him a stew made from all of their good qualities. Catching such virtues wouldn't be easy, so she asked a wily Almirage to help her. The Almirage snuck recklessness into the pot, which she saw as a virtue, and Uptau spat out the stew when he tasted it. From that day on, Obolaka the Zorbo and Ijin the Almirage became terrible enemies. At noon, a brave Kamadan hopped down from her rock. She saw the evil in Omuan's hearts and decided to lance it like a troublesome boil. The Kamadan fashioned a holy spear, but she left it by the river bank and a crafty grung stole it. In her rage, Shagambi the Kamadan forgot all about the Omuans and chased Nang Nang the grung forever across the sky. When evening came, a wily Iblis stepped from his reed hut. He didn't like the Omuans, but without them he'd have no one to play his tricks on. The Iblis sent a marsh frog to reason with Uptau, but the frog was angry and decided to wrestle the god instead. This amused Uptau, so he gave the frog tentacles to make it stronger. When Kubazan the frog Gimuth returned to Papazotl the Iblis, he chased Papazotl into the swamp with his new tentacles. That night, a Sioux monster broke into Uptau's palace and stole a pail of water for the Omuans. When the god came running to find it, the Sioux monster hid the pail in a Jakuli's burrow. Uptau asked the jungle animals where his water was hidden, and Moa the Jakuli was too honest to lie. When Wongo, the Sioux monster, found out how Moa had betrayed him, he vowed to catch the Jakuli and eat him up. And all the while, Unk, the flail snail, lived deep under the earth. The noise of the other animals fighting made her slither up to the surface, and when day dawned over her shell, the light blinded Uptau and made his eyes water. Life returned to Omu, and the people built shrines to honor the animals who had saved them. And that is the legend of the 9 gods, as told and retold by Chieftain Uyorb and put down into writing by Orvex Ojamasa, sorry. But as he turns towards you, Gale, he steps forward. His diminutive size does not seem to bother him in any ways with regards to his superiority over you. And he holds out his hand. And Orvik says, well, he demands payment.
Gil has a small smile, and she is going to step aside, open the portable hole.
Okay.
And quickly, before they can see
I mean, it's not a large project.
No, it's not it's a slow process. But she's gonna extract the UNT longbow from the hole and give it to the chief.
So you open it up, and what is inside, basically? You can see, so the canoes aren't there anymore, but what's inside?
Our bedrolls, tents, rations, our Omuan Rosetta Stone, and 3 Jakuli skins.
Okay, I am going to roll wisdom saving throws for these 3. For these 4, actually. Actually, all 5. Yeah. Let's see. Wisdom. Submit.
If shit hits the fan, I'm gonna dimension door with you to help Gale. Okay. If shit hits the fan.
How will we know if?
I think Gale will make it clear.
Okay. Technically, as soon as you open it and they can see the packs, they can see the whole thing, they basically 4 of them jump down into the hole and start rummaging through your things.
I'll close the hole. They can rummage all they want, but they're trapped inside.
So,
and I'll look.
all of those that are marked with a red dot are now trapped inside. You have, however, 1 witness. So I'm going to bump these.
Where's the chief?
So the chief one is this one right here. So he's jumping. Yeah, he jumped. One of the grungs jumps in, and he's sort of taken by whatever shiny thing he saw in there, and not to be taken for a fool by his own. He basically jumps in as well, thinking that this is your offering, basically. As most likely when you present, when you present gems in a jewelry, you always put it on a sort of a small black mat so that it sparkles out. In this case, you basically opened a bag and he has no understanding. Clearly, considering that a Chief Yorb rolled a 9 on his wisdom saving throw, he has no idea that this is not the treasure that you've done. So he's basically reveling in it. However, you've closed it up.
Yeah.
Bump. As the actually, what I'm going to do is, do I have a black circle? Marker. It'll go with blue. So let's say that this blue right here. This is the portable hole, which is now considered closed.
So 10 minutes, and then it starts to suffocate normally.
Well.
Except there are more than 1 in there, so.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe you might end up with a bunch of cadavers. However, as those 4 have disappeared, and the last grung is basically there looking at you, going, "What's going on?" The last witness to you basically kidnapping most of the elite warriors of their tribe. We are okay. Go do.
Oh, okay. I'll look at him and say, I'll look at him just to see his reaction. I'm concentrating on him.
Right. Yeah. So we are. Well, let's play that. If you don't have anything specific to do, let's stop there for tonight and leave that that little mystery for next time. A bit of a cliffhanger to see what you will do to the final witness of the only witness to the disappearance of Chief Yorb. Right. So, yeah, I turned my camera back on. If you wish to join me with the camera for the closing of the session, you are free to do so. So, had fun tonight, guys? Bit of battle against a bit of intrigue, a bit of kidnapping. I mean, what's better than D&D for that, right? Peak D&D. So, as I mentioned, this is
the kidnapping by portable hole, where the victims jump into the portable hole by themselves. That's a first.
They are grung. Let's see. I just wanted to make sure. What's their intelligence? Yeah, they've got 10 intelligence. But anyways, doesn't matter. Before we move on, as we mentioned, this is going to be the last episode we record for this year. So we'll be back in January. So thank you to all those who have been watching throughout this year and the last, and hopefully we'll be getting more of this. Even though we know that we do this for ourselves, it's always fun to see people watch and comment and react to it. So to our fans out there, thank you for watching, and thank you to my players for making this as fun as it always is. So we had some creative solutions, so I really like that. So thank you, Emmy. Thank you, Yannick. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Jan. Jan, you've got that stare again.
The Death Star.
Yeah, I think we're all a bit tired. A month's break is going to be something that I think we all need. So, enjoy your December, whatever you might celebrate at that point. And I would just leave you with the message to get rest when you need it. Remember that you have people around you who love you, who cherish you. Not always the ones that you might think, but there's always someone. You're never truly alone. And if you are, put a comment. Well, we'll see what we can do on our side. So, take care, and we'll see you next year. Bye-bye.